guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is gonna be my shop my stash. I'm shooting for 2 weeks. Let's hope so. Last night, I know it's been 3 weeks since I filmed this video, and I'm sorry, you know, life happened. I hope you guys are all doing well, and if you're new here, I hope you do subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it while you're watching it. Now let's go ahead and get into this. I'm just going to talk about the products. Well, I use pretty much everything except the lippies and the eyeshadow palettes. The Flower Beauty Light Illusion Perfecting Powder. This guy is so pretty. I did use it to set all over the face. I do really enjoy it. Definitely more of a, I'm a little tan kind of color for me. Next up is by Collab, and this is a loose set the stage loose setting powder in the shade is Porcelain Ivory. I do really like this guy. I like it for under my eye, and I like it all over the face. By e.l.f. this is like an under eye yellow powder for setting the under eye. I do like it when I need that brightening under my eyes, so I do enjoy this guy. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out. And then for finishing powder, I have the Guerlain Meteorites, and this is the shade 3 medium. Oh, I love the smell of this guy. Oh, it smells so good, and it's a beautiful finishing powder. My face looks all illuminated. We're gonna pull that guy out. For bronzers, I had, oh, I have the other one over there. I had the Too Faced Sweetie Pie. I only used this guy one time, honestly, but I really like it. I like how kind of like subtle it is. I like the not super matte finish of it. I do really enjoy it. It's a radiant matte, that's what they call it. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out. And the Aaliyah MAC bronzer. Oh, I can go heavy-handed with this guy and I have no problems. It looks really pretty on the skin. I'm gonna pull that guy out. I did have the Charlotte Tilbury airbrush bronzer in here. I did not use it. I'm gonna go ahead and keep it in here for 1 more week. There's bronzers in here, and then in the trio, we'll talk about these in a little bit. For blushes, I had the Physicians Formula Happy Booster. This guy is so pretty. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out. The Ciate London Date Night. I kind of wish I picked a different shade when I purchased this guy. I went according to reviews, and this is too light for me. It works as like a blush topper, but can't just use that as a blush. Milani Luminoso. This is a mini. I do really like this guy. Coming out. And the Kiko Milano blush in the shade Coral View. Okay, this guy is so pretty, and I can pile it on and it does not look bad. It's not like overly pigmented where a little bit goes, whew, oh my goodness. No, I can dip my brush in there. I don't have to be extra careful or anything. I do really like it, and I do like the glow that it gives. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this guy out. And then for highlighters, this Fenty Beauty, I used a lot of this guy. I finally figured out which brush works with it really well, so I don't get the hard pan. It's so pretty. I'm really happy I still have it. I didn't declutter it. I debated decluttering it. And then Soft and Gentle by MAC is another classic. I do really like that one as well. Now let's talk about these palettes right here. I had by the Balm, I have the Girls Getaway Trio. I think I used only one of the blushes, and I used the bronzer. Yeah, I used this guy and this guy only. I do really like it. I do like the formula of this. I tend to like their like base product formulas more than their eyeshadows. I do like this guy. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out. And then the other palette that I had in here was by Tarte, and this is the Tartiste Pro Glow. I pulled it in mainly for the contour shade, the cream contour. Oh, this guy's so beautiful. Now I remember my obsession with it. I did use all of the highlights except this one. I did not use this one, but I used this guy. I did not use the Sculpt shade, only this one. I really, really like it. I really need to start dipping into this guy a little bit more. I just need to use it a little bit more because it's so pretty. Next, I did have to go ahead and pull in a new mascara. I did finish the Lancome Idole. Lash Idol. So I pulled in a new mascara, and this is the Kat Von D Go Big or Go Home. I don't know what I think about it so far. I've only used it twice, and I finally finished my Benefit brow pencil. So I pulled in the LA Girl Shady Slim brow pencil, and I have the shade Brunette. I remember I really enjoyed these, but they go fast. They're very creamy. That's the only new thing in here. By Tarte, this is the Quench Hydrating Primer. I really enjoyed this guy. I made a nice dent in it. I did really like it. My skin has been kind of acting funny. Like, I have dry spots, which I've never had before. So I'm doubling up on hydrating primers. By Naked Skin, this is, or by Urban Decay, Naked Skin. My goodness, that was really loud. I'm sorry. The Naked Skin by Urban Decay. I did really enjoy this concealer. I think I need to, it's not my favorite. It's just a product that I like it. I like it top in other concealers, but by itself, I don't feel like it gives me the coverage I need, especially because the shade is a little bit light. So I do use it with an under eye corrector. It looks good. I need to just use this guy up and be done with it, but I'm far off from that. I did not open this Maybelline one, so I'm gonna keep it in here. For foundations, I rediscovered my obsession with both of these. They're beautiful. This It Cosmetics one, it looks amazing on the skin. Same with the Bite. I'm gonna go ahead and pull both of these out. I thought this would be a little bit dark for me currently, but it actually was a pretty good match. This is the shade Medium Neutral 31. It was pretty good. My setting spray was the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. I do like this. I like the applicator of it. I don't think I'll repurchase once I finish that one. Now let's talk about eyeshadows and eyeshadow palettes. Oh guys, I barely wore makeup in the past three weeks. The Berries and Cream, I only used like 3 or 4 shades from here. 4 shades. I used this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy, and that was it. I just did not wear any makeup. I think I'm gonna put it away. Or keep it for another go. Yeah, I think I really want to rotate. I'm gonna put it away. I know I didn't use everything in there, but that's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put it away. And the other eyeshadow palette I had was the Pat McGrath, the Divine Rose 2. This guy I did really enjoy. This is the one I used the most. Yeah, I used, well, all of these shades. I used this shade, this one, this one. I think the only one I didn't use was this lighter gold, but I'm okay with that. I'm gonna go ahead and put this palette away. And then the Makeup Geek singles, I think I'm gonna keep those in for another round. I would really like to use up all the shades that are in that palette. And yeah, I think I'm gonna keep this in here. These are all Makeup Geek singles. I think the only one that's not is this one. Well, obviously this is by The Balm. Yeah, I think this is it. So I'm gonna put this in here. And now let's talk about the lipsticks. The ones that I use and used a lot, I put in here so I can be ready to put them away. Ruby Woo lip pencil by MAC. I really like that, and I used it with the Ruby Woo lipstick. Dose of Colors, I don't know what shade this is, but I really liked it. Another Dose of Colors, but this is a bullet lipstick. It's really beautiful. This is the shade Hey Girl. That was the Desi and Katie collab. Physicians Formula, the Healthy Lip, and this is Fight Free Radicals. I'm really getting close to either finishing this guy or it's getting dried up, but I don't think there's much left in here, so it's something to consider using up in the future. By Marc Jacobs, this is what is this? Slow Burn. I did really enjoy this one. Okay, I also use this guy. This is the Patrick Ta lip gloss in the shade is She's Expensive. I do really like it, and that's why I kept in here, but I think I'm gonna pull it out. I did not get to use these reds over here. I think I'm ready to pull them out, even though I didn't use them. I think I'm gonna go ahead and pull out, I'm gonna keep this nude, but maybe I'll go ahead and pull out the Sephora Lip Stories one. This is in the shade A Little Magic. Yeah, I'm gonna pull it out. I've used this guy previously and I know I really like it. And I think the other one that I'm gonna pull out is I'm gonna pull out this Pat McGrath one, and this is the shade Revelation Red liquid lipstick. I'm gonna pull this guy out and then we'll shop my stash for new lipsticks. Let me go ahead and put everything away, and then we'll go ahead and start shopping my stash for new items to use. We'll start with my new makeup drawer and then we go from there. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and get started. We'll shop my stash for new items first. I want to show you my new finds at TJ Maxx. I actually made that big mess over here. This is the Milk Makeup Baked, the matte bronzer. I've been wanting this guy forever and I was able to find it for $10, so I picked it up. And then I got the Pretty Vulgar Cool AF foundation. I'm not pulling any of these today, but I wanted to share that with you. You will see it in my February purchases. Sometime in March. I'll have that video. But let's get, I think I'm gonna pull in one of these new foundations. Maybe I'll pull in this Flower Beauty Get Real Serum Foundation. I'm kind of curious to see how it looks. This is the shade Warm Beige L4. I'm gonna pull that guy in. For eyeshadow palettes, I'm gonna go ahead and pull in the Nars palette. I know, I heard you, Mira. Oh, I hope I'm saying your name right. I did not forget, but I'm going to go ahead and pull in the Extreme Effects eyeshadow palette by Nars. Looking forward to actually trying that guy out. What other eyeshadow palettes do I have in here? I think that's probably it for newer eyeshadow palettes. I do want to pull in one of my older ones. I do want to pull in this Cloud Paint by Glossier. This is the shade Beam. I've been really interested in liquid blushes that I'm considering placing an order on M Cosmetics, but then I'm like, okay, I have things. So I gotta play with this guy. I'm gonna pull that guy in. Should we do this Bye Bye Pores press powder? I know I have it. I think I have in one of the palettes by It Cosmetics. I think this shade may be there, or like this powder may be in there. But I know a lot of people really enjoy it. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it in. And I think, okay, I'm gonna have to start using these guys or they're gonna go bad. The Hocus Pocus eyeliner in the shade Trick or Treat. Let's do it. Why not, right? Let's do that. I think that's it from this drawer, from the new makeup drawer. I've been good, guys. I haven't been overly shopping. Like, I found these at TJ Maxx and, you know, that was it. I haven't been shopping like crazy like I used to. So, let's see. I don't want to do lippies yet. I would like to do lippies after I pull in the rest of eyeshadow palettes. Let's pull in a primer and a setting spray. Okay, for a primer, I think I'm gonna go ahead and pull in, oh, you guys, did you see Becca is closing in September? Oh, I'm so sad. I hope I can pick up some stuff on sale though. It's awful, really awful. I think I'm gonna pull in this guy, the No Pore Bloom Primer, the Smooth and Pore Covering Primer. Yeah, I haven't played with this guy in a really long time. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this guy in. I do have 3 primers that are in Project Pans, so I should be able to make some primers work with whatever foundation I have. So I'm gonna do this primer. For a setting spray, I think I'm gonna go with, let me see. I think maybe I want to do this guy. I think so. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the Catrice. This is the Multi-Talent Fixing Spray. I'm gonna pull this guy in. Now let's go ahead and pull in another eyeshadow palette. Or do I want to do lippies and just get it over with? So I don't, yeah, let's do lippies. Okay, so I have a lot of reds. I kept a lot of reds. So I'm thinking we'll get some nudes. Okay. I do want some lip glosses. Let's do... have this guy and I've never used it. Let's pull this guy in. This is by Milani. Couldn't think of the name. This is the shade Rosy Bronze. Let's pull this guy in. I don't know what I have back here, but we need to take a look. Let's see. How about we pull in, I'm gonna go ahead and pull in this guy. I think this is what came in Ipsy for the month of January. This is by Jules Smith Beauty, and this is the shade Skinny Dip. Do I want more lipsticks? What do we have here? Let's do this nude, the Wet n Wild nude. This is in Bare It All. And I think I'm ready to go to the next drawer down. Okay, from here, I know I'm gonna pull in this lip liner. This is by Buxom, and this is the shade Hush Hush. I just recently watched a video Emily Noel, and she was talking about this lip liner. She was using it, so I do want to pull this guy in. I was like, oh, you know, I remember that, and I really enjoy that. So we're gonna do that. And then I always end up pulling too many lippies, but that's all right. Let's do, I'm gonna pull in this Pure lipstick. Look, is it liquid lip? What is it? Oh boy, I can't see. I can't see for the life of me. The shade is Twinsies. That's all I can tell you. I'm gonna pull this guy in. I think that's it. Got a nice variety of lippies. Now let's go ahead and pull in an eyeshadow palette. Okay guys, I did not forget that we're gonna do a random eyeshadow palette. So let's go ahead and do that. Let me go to random number generator. And then we're gonna go from 2 to 72, because these are the ones I haven't used yet, and number is 46. What is eyeshadow palette number 46? Ooh, 46 is Nars, which is Narcissist Wanted. Where is it? Here she is. Oh my goodness, that's 2 Nars palettes, but I do really like this guy. Okay, I'm gonna cheat. Because I pulled in the other Nars, I'm gonna have to pull in something else. I don't want 2 Nars palettes. Let's do it again. Oh yeah, I know. Number 37. Better be a good one. Naked Honey. Yay! Alright. I'm so interested in the new Naked. I know. What's new? Neutrals. I'm gonna pull in this guy. Yay! Okay, for foundations. Yeah. You know, I think that's what I'm thinking. So I looked at my foundations and for expiration dates, and this one and this one were expired. I don't know if it's the SPF in either of them is what's expired or what. I'm thinking I want to pull them in. I know it's bad. And try them and see how they go. It's probably bad for my skin, but it's not that big a deal. It's only been like less than a year expired. April 2020. March 2020. But the rest of them, they don't have an expiration date. So I don't know what the situation with that is. I pulled in that flower serum one. Do I want to pull in another flower foundation? I'll try this guy and then see how it goes, but it's more like to smell it and see So I'm gonna pull this guy in. So I'm gonna pull in one more because that might end up being in the trash. The other foundation that I'm gonna pull in is the Estee Lauder Double Wear, and this is the shade 2W1. It's been a really long time since I played with that. Concealer, I kept that one Maybelline concealer, so I'm gonna pull in something else. Let's see. I think I'm gonna go ahead and pull in, what about, maybe I do either this L'Oreal one or Dose of Colors. I haven't used Dose of Colors in a while. Let's do Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue concealer, and this is the shade 11. Maybe I should do the Dose of Colors foundation instead of Estee Lauder. No, I'm gonna do Estee Lauder. I haven't used it in a while. Okay, let's get some powders. Okay, we have one pressed powder, the Bye Bye Pores pressed powder. So let's go ahead and pull in other powders. I feel I'm leaning a big lean towards the kimchi. It's so pretty. I'm gonna do it. Do Kimchi Puff Puff Pass, this one. For a finishing powder, I'm gonna go with the MAC. This is the Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade is medium. I don't like it as a finishing powder, I don't think. I might have to move it into like my regular powders, like a setting powder. Maybe I should just try it as a setting powder this time. So there's that. And then how about one more? Because, well, why not, right? Let's try, you know, I really like these ones. I'll do one for the face. 120 and one porcelain and fair. We're gonna do the fair. Okay, that's it. Let's go ahead and pull in a face palette. Alrighty, my friends, for a face palette. You know, I haven't used this guy yet. This Trio by Tarte. I know. They're more like blushes. I don't know if I could use this as a highlight, maybe. I'm gonna pull this in. I think I'm gonna pull this guy in. Unless there's something else that jumps up at me. Let me see. So this is that one palette, the Je ne sais quoi, that has this guy. This is the Bye Bye Pores Pressed Translucent Powder. So I do have it. Oops. Oh well. It's alright. It's okay. Ooh, I haven't used this Ofra one in a long time. Ooh, I do really like this one. Do I want to do this or do I want to do the Tarte? The Tarte stack. I'm gonna save the Tarte until I'm a little bit thinner. We're gonna do the Ofra palette. Let's do bronzers. For bronzers, what are we gonna play with? I kept the one bronzer by Charlotte Tilbury. So let's pull in some other bronzers, and there's a bronzer in that Ofra palette. Let's do one of these. I like, there's this faux tan and this is warmth. I really like warmth. I'm gonna pull in warmth. I do like faux tan too, don't get me wrong, but you know, my heart was feeling the warmth today. And I'm gonna be so sad if I can't get my Becca Capri Coast anymore. I'm gonna definitely buy another one. This is not it. This is a different shade. This is Sunrise or Sunset Waves. But yeah, I'm so sad. I'm gonna have to pick up another shade, another backup of the Capri Coast. I love that bronzer. But why did I pull this? Do I wanna use it? My bronzer drawer doesn't excite me anymore. It's terrible. Yeah, I'm gonna do this guy. Let's do it. Why not? Okay, now let's get some blushes. Alright, for blushes. So these out of the way. They were in recently. And, you know, I remember last time I really wanted to pull this in. So maybe I'll go ahead and do it. It's got a really nice variety of shades. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it in. This is by Jouer, and this is the Bouquet d'Amour. Let's do this one. I think it's probably it. For blushes, unless there's something else that I really I think maybe I'll do the Patrick Ta Duo. This is She's So LA. I really like the cream blush that's in here. Yeah, I'm gonna do this guy as well. You know, too many options, but it's okay. That's it for blush. Now let's pull in some highlighters. For highlighters, let me move these out of the way. What do we want to play with? I'm going to pull in one of these. I know, it's like, I know they were there not that long ago, but oh, they're just so pretty. Yeah, I'm gonna pull in one of these. What shade do I want to pull in? Maybe I pull in the Makeup by Mario one. I'm gonna pull in this guy. It's a highlight topper. I am also going to pull in, let's see. How about we do One Step Ahead? Is it One Step Ahead? This is by Always One Jump Ahead by Aladdin Mac collection. I'm gonna pull this guy in. I want to pull in, kind of want to do Mary Lou. Do I have any Becca ones? I'm like trying all my Becca stuff, like, okay, what do I need to have a backup of? No, it's not really, I don't think I'll do backup of highlighters, but definitely can I get the bronzer. Do I want to do Mary Lou? I think I want to do Mary Lou. Got Bonnie Lou and Mary Lou. Bonnie Lou's deep. Let's try Bonnie Lou. I'm going highlighter crazy, but it's okay. One more. I want one more. How about, I think this was in there recently. Yeah, maybe not. I'm gonna try this guy. This is Kavos Fairy Dust Pressed Highlighter, and the shade is Moonlight. I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna go ahead and put everything back, and then let's do swatches. Okay, so I went ahead and put everything back. Again, it's the next day. I went ahead and put everything in the drawers. So let's go through them. I will do swatches of the things that I can swatch, and you know, let's do this. For powders, I did have the Kimchi Chic Puff Puff Pass. I do really like this one. I also pulled in the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, and the shade is medium. I am gonna try this guy as a setting powder more than a finishing powder, because as a finishing powder, I find like it's a little bit too heavy. I like my finishing powders to be very light and a little glow. And then I do have the CoverGirl Clean Fresh setting powder. I pulled in the shade that's a little bit darker, which is 120 Fair, for all over the face. And then I do have the Bye Bye Pores Press by It Cosmetics. So I'm gonna give this guy a shot. For blushes and bronzers and all that, I'm gonna go ahead and just pull in this palette. There's not that many individual items, and they actually did not even fit in here. So let's go ahead and do swatches of the blushes first, and then we'll do bronzers and highlights. I did pull in the palette by Jouer Cosmetics, and this is the Bouquet d'Amour. There's 6 shades in here. Here we go. Ooh, I forgot about this palette. This shade is so beautiful. Just needs a little bit of building up. Here we go. My hands are really cold for some reason. Oh, yeah, I just did the dishes. And then the last 3 shades. Here they are. Really pretty, lots of variety. I really want to use this one. I remember I barely used it previously, so this time I'm going to make an effort to use this one shade. Some of these are already in their duos. I don't think that they have any single blushes, but I really like this palette. I like the formula, and it was a great buy. The other blush that I pulled in is this duo by Patrick Ta. This is, I always forget how to open this here. I think this is She's So LA, I think, the shade. Yeah. So here's the cream part. And here's the powder. It's not as intense as it seems. Most of his stuff is like that. Even like the individual blushes, they're really, you know, swatching them is kind of like, okay, this is very lackluster. But then applying them on the face, they're beautiful. They're kind of like a natural looking a blush, or you know, I do really like his products. And then the other blush that I pulled in is this guy by Glossier, a liquid blush, and this is in the shade Beam. Ooh, I grabbed a lot. Oops. Here it is. Oof, my favorite shades. Peachy. Oh yeah, beautiful. Okay, now for bronzers, I did pull in the Becca Sunrise Waves. I do really like this guy. Do like to swirl my brush in all of them. It gets a little glowy. So there's that one. The other one that I have is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer, and this is the shade 2, medium. There it is. Another subtle bronzer. You can go heavy-handed and you don't look funny. And then the other bronzer that I pulled in is the loose one by Bare Minerals, and this is in the shade Warmth. I love this bronzer. Again, this is another very easy to use, pretty subtle. It blends really nicely too. Okay, for highlighters, I pulled in 3 highlighters and a highlight topper. This is by MAC, and this is One Jump Ahead. This was the Aladdin collection. Oh, so beautiful. Really like that. It's a little bit on the deeper side, but it's not as white, or you know, starting to tan. This is Bonnie Lou by The Balm. Really, I was kind of thinking I'll do Mary Lou, but she doesn't get, Bonnie Lou does not get as much love from me, so she needs it. And then by Kay Voss, this is the shade Moonlight. Yeah, I remember this is one that I think I need. Yeah, I definitely need a brush. Let's see. Can I do a swatch of this with a brush? I've never done that while filming these videos, but let's give it a shot. Oh, do not like products that hit hard pan just by swatching. Pretty. There we go. I guess that's how I would need to apply it. This is not a highlighter brush, but this was the closest brush I could grab. And then I do have by Mario. This is the shade Citrine. Kind of like a highlight topper. I do really like these. There it is. I wanted to get my money worth out of this guy. I did buy it, so there's that. Now let's go ahead and swatch the Ofra trio. I think this was a holiday one, maybe. It's the Toasted Cashmere trio. It has a blush, a highlight, and a bronzer, and then they have names. Where are we gonna do this? Let's do it over here, and then I'll just bring you a little closer. I gotta get a good swatch of this guy. Okay, so here are the 3 shades. The blush is in the shade Cheer. Highlight is in Rodeo Drive, and the bronzer is a versatile matte bronzer. So does not have a name, it just versatile. Okay, for eyeliners, I pulled in this guy. This is the ColourPop cream gel liner. This is the Hocus Pocus collection. The shade is Trick or Treat. I haven't even, like, this is my first time using it, and this was like, what, a few months ago? It's really pretty purple shade. Okay, so there's that guy. That's the only thing I pulled in new in here. I did pull in, I kept the Maybelline eraser, the dark circle eraser, and this is in the shade Neutralize. I do like it to highlight the center of my face, and I pulled in the Dose of Colors Meteor Hue Concealer, and I have the shade 11 Light Medium. For foundations and primers, I did pull in this primer, the Touch and Soul No Pore Blum Primer. I What was I watching? I was watching somebody, and then they mentioned the expiration date on theirs. I'm like, oh, I need to get some more use out of mine before it expires. It expires at the end of 2021 in December. So I'd like to get some more use out of it before it goes bad. That came in a BoxyCharm, but still. For foundation, I have the Flower Beauty Light Illusion. It did expire a while ago, a couple months ago. I mainly... It doesn't smell bad. I don't know. I think it's probably the SPF that expired in it. I do wear different SPF, so I don't rely on my foundation to have its SPF. But this might end up being decluttered at the end of these 2 weeks. And the other foundation is also by Flower. This is the Get Real Serum Foundation, and I also grabbed the shade Warm Beige L4. Estee Lauder Double Wear 2W1 in Dawn, because I think this, the Flower one, the Light Illusion, might be trash, basically. I just pulled it in to see, okay, is it trash or not? Catrice Prime and Fine, the Multi-Talent Fixing Spray is my setting spray for the next 2 weeks. Let's go ahead and do eyeshadow palettes, and then we will do swatches of the lippies. Okay, so from the last week, I kept my Makeup Geek singles because I wanted to get some more use out of them. Let's go ahead and swatch a couple of these shades. I tried to lay them out over here, kind of like how I would use them to do a look, but you know, here we go. I do really like the formula. Pretty colors, very pretty colors. They're more fall appropriate, I guess. Maybe a little bit of spring coming through, but hey, it is what it is. I'm not gonna do more swatches out of this palette because I did swatch some of it last time. Maybe just a couple of these shimmer shades. Let's swatch those, and then I'll do some swatches of the other palettes. We'll do these ones. And let's do this guy. So creamy. Okay, maybe I want to do a couple more. I want to do this one, and this one. Here we go. Shades like this one, oh, they always get me. So beautiful. All right, here are my Makeup Geek singles. I think they're all Makeup Geek except this one. I believe so. I think they're all Makeup Geek. They're kind of really hard to remove out of this thing. But what is this, Makeup Geek? Yep, and this is the shade Steampunk. Which one is this? This is so pretty. Oi, I totally dragged my nails in it. And this is the shade Insomnia. Ooh, so pretty. All right. Put her back. Okay, the other two eyeshadow palettes I pulled in, the randomly generated one was the Urban Decay Honey palette. I love this palette. And then the other one that I pulled in was the Nars Extreme Effects eyeshadow palette. This is one from my new makeup drawer, but I haven't used it yet. I hauled it a while back. I think it was in December maybe I hauled it. So let's do a couple swatches of this one. Definitely want to swatch this bottom row because it's calling my name. Ooh, look at that black. Satiny black, not a matte black. Pretty. Ooh, nice. Okay. Pretty. Let me do a couple more swatches. Let's do this one. Ooh, that matte one is so buttery feeling. Here's the matte shade. Here's that first one, third, and fourth. Okay. I'm excited to use this palette. When I picked it up, it was on sale for a pretty good price at Ulta. I think that's when I picked it up. It was on a good sale. And you know what? Let's just go ahead and swatch the whole thing because, well, why not? I'm gonna have to do it here. Okay. I do like the formula of this one. I had another one of those palettes by Nars, but it was the one that had a bronzer and a highlighter. The formula of that one was just so hard to work with. It's super subtle. This one seems to be a little bit more, you know, intense, not as subtle. I wouldn't even call it intense, but it has more payoff. Let's do a couple swatches of the Urban Decay Naked Honey palette. Let's do Amber, because, well, why not? I want to do Keeper, Golden. Ooh, some of these are so pigmented. And you know what? We're here, so let's do this one. Okay. Oh, yeah. Ooh, so pretty. Man, it's so pretty. There's still a ton of eyeshadow on my hand. Okay. How many swatches can I get? Okay. Let's do, I'm gonna do a couple more. Let's do a couple of the darker shades. Let's do these here. We'll do, this is Hive, this is Drip, HBIC, and Sting. I'm gonna do them on this side. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. Oh, they're so pretty. I'm really excited to play with this one. Again, I'm so interested in the new Naked one. The Wild, is it Wild West? Cowboy one? I don't know. But I'm really interested in that one. It would be nice. I think, I don't know. I was kind of waiting for Ulta because every time Urban Decay launches a new palette, Ulta will send like an offer. If you buy it, you get 300 extra points or something like that. I'm like, come on, Ulta, do it so I can pick it up. But I haven't yet. The only thing left for us to swatch is the lip products. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. All right, so I went ahead and swatched those lippies. I don't know why I thought I had more this time around, but I really don't have that many lippies. But hey, that's okay. It'll give me a chance to use these a little bit, you know, more than a little bit more. This one over here is the one by Pure, and this is in the shade Twinsies. It smelled so good. It smelled really good. Like kind of like pineapple almost. So that's here. The one right next to it is by Wet n Wild, and this is the Bare It All shade. Right over here is a lip gloss, and this is the Jewel Smith Beauty lip gloss, and the shade is Skinny Dip. Smelled really good as well. Right over here is Keep It Full by Milani, and this is the shade Rosy Bronze. It's so pretty. It has like a kind of like golden shimmer in it. Right over here is by Glam Light, and this is the Red Velvet shade, Liquid Lip. Looks like it's feathering a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't do that on the lips. Right over here is by L'Oreal, and this is the matte lip crayon, and the shade is Little Chili. Right over here is a Dose of Colors liquid lip, and this is the shade My Main. Again, this is the Desi and Katie collab. And then the last one over here is the Buxom lip liner, or what do they call it? Plumping lip liner, but I can use this like an all over the lip kind of color, and the shade is Hush Hush. It's so pretty. I've missed using this guy. This is it. For some reason I feel like it was shorter than usual. I could be totally wrong. I wouldn't know until I start editing, but thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please make sure to subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.